might seem strange, but currently I'm on an island in the Atlantic. If you go that way, to the west, there's nothing but water and a few whales maybe. And finally, you'll reach South America. If you go that way, to the east, about 300 kilometers wider, and finally you'll end up in Morocco. It's safe to say, we're going on an adventure. Welcome to Tenerife. Well, let me tell you that Tenerife is much more than beer and steak. You have 15 different microclimates here. The island is much greener, as you would think. I mean, just have a look at this scenery right here. And we've come here to prove just that. Welcome to Tenerife. Kao, this is quite the view. We're looking at Anaga today, and that's the place we're visiting. Tell me all about it.
As I told you, the treasure of the island, as you see here, you see well how it's configured. No? It's like a chain of mountains that comes out of the island, that has a triangle shape, into the northeast.
If you go to Adeje, the landscape is much drier. Yes. Right here it's green, 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 green everywhere. How come?
Yeah, because this is the area of the island that is most affected by the trade wind clouds, you see.
They told me that this is the last jungle you can find in Europe.
Yes, indeed.
Why?
Indeed. We have here this laurel forest, and this laurel forest is also considered like a vegetal dinosaur. It is a very, very old forest that existed in Europe as well.
Wow.
And that's why it's so protected. Here it's Biosphere Reserve since 2015. This is the best hidden treasure of the island, I would say.
So when I said we were going to go off the beaten track during this trip in Tenerife, I wasn't lying, of course, because today, for instance, I'm visiting the historic city of La Orotava. What's the story here, Mary?
The story is that we're in a beautiful town, very historic, connected to the families that settled here after the conquest of the Canary Islands.
Yes.
The Canary Islands were conquered by the Spanish about 500 years ago, and they settled in this island, firstly declaring La Laguna as the capital, and this is one of the towns very much connected to the families that settled here and the port that was in Garachico.
Excellent. But if you're going to make me walk up these mountains all day, maybe first we could have a coffee?
Have a coffee, a barraquito.
Okay, I'll follow you. That's when you know you're on holiday, when you enter the streets, the smell of garlic, the smell of fish being grilled at the moment at 10 a.m. in the morning. Right, so what do we have here, my dear friend?
We have a typical Canarian coffee. The coffee is called sapiroco, but the sapiroco is condensed milk, a shot of black coffee, then we had some golden liqueur, which is called 43, and in this lovely cafe, they like to make the frothy milk on the top look like the snow peak of Teide.
And a little piece of zest.
Zest of lemon and some cinnamon on top. And you mix it all together, and that's your coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is the Canarian version of an Irish coffee, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Currently, we're being overshadowed by this right there, the summit of the Teide volcano. You have to know that this is actually the smaller version of the volcano that used to be here. The story goes as follows. You had 3 points which formed Tenerife in the end. You had Adeje, Anaga and Teno. And these merged together to form one huge super volcano. Now this super volcano was very tedious, of course, and in the end it collapsed. It collapsed and slid right into the ocean, causing a major landslide and a huge crater. Now I know it's hard to imagine, but currently I'm sitting in a crater of 17 kilometers diameter. Try to process that one. Wow, Maria, look at this view.
Look at this, incredible.
What am I looking at right now?
You're looking at the plains of Yucanca. Yucanca is the area that is a flat area in the center of that part of the caldera. The last wall of the crater of the very large volcano. You can also see Old Peak and Teide, 2 stratovolcanoes that are on the north side of the park.
You're talking about stratovolcanoes. Explain me what that is exactly.
That means a volcano that occurred layer after layer after layer. It
So
wasn't
with every-
one eruption.
With every eruption it just grows
Grew a bit more.
bigger.
Exactly.
So Teide is a stratovolcano.
Teide is a stratovolcano, and Old Peak on the other side, just behind the cloud, is the one that's also a stratovolcano.
We're looking at an active volcano.
We are looking at an active volcano.
Should we
Having
be
a
worried?
siesta. We shouldn't be worried. Seismic activity is controlled and measured every single week on the top of Teide.
I see. Okay, so it's not as if it's going to erupt anytime soon.
No, I don't think it will erupt very soon.
Now, the cyclists among you might recognize these plains because a lot of you come here to train at these heights because that does certain things to the body. You generate a lot more blood cells, red blood cells, and that helps if you go back down, correct?
That's correct.
But then again, it's not without risk because people tend to get lost in these plains.
People can get lost up here. It's a good idea if you're coming up here and you don't know the terrain to have a guide or to revise before you come, check the maps, the signs, and be careful because it's alpine climate. We've travelled up from the sea today, all the way from the coastline, beautiful weather. It is blue sky, but we're very high up and we can get -degrees up here. The cloud can roll in, it can snow up here, so be very aware to be prepared in the national park.
Now you may feel surprised when I say that we were supposed to end up right there at the summit of Mount Teide, the 3rd highest volcano in the world, the highest in Europe, 3,718 meters high. Unfortunately, due to weather circumstances, we are not allowed to go up this time. It's too cold. Mount Teide decides when you get to go up and when you don't. And this time we don't. So unfortunately, that'll be for next time. When we're here, of course, because we're coming back for sure. Today, we are cooking alongside of Andrea, and we are making
Mojo.
mojo rojo.
Mojo rojo, red mojo.
What's the story about the mojo?
The mojo is a traditional sauce from Canary Islands that is made with red paprika, pimienta palmera. That is this. It's dry, so you have to put into water to use it.
Yes.
And then it looks like this. Okay.
Why is this a traditional dish here in the Canaries, mojo?
The word mojo came from Portugal. That was mollo. Okay, and here in Canary Islands we have all the ingredients to do it. The name of this is pimienta picona, pimienta de la puta de la madre. The traduction is like motherfucking chili, okay?
I like you already. So it's motherfucking chili.
Yeah.
And today we're making motherfucking mojo as well. And now, Andrea, le moment suprême. The moment we've all been waiting for. Let's have a taste of your motherfucking mojo.
Yeah, the motherfucking mojo.
How do you taste this? Is it with a piece
You
of bread?
can try like this or with bread, whatever you want.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, together.
It's a smoke. Yeah?
First you get the smoky, in the end you get the spicy.
Yeah.
But it's not too spicy.
No, the spicy.
It's mild.
You feel the spicy and then it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Andrea, excellent job. This is the best motherfucking mojo I ever had in my life. So there you have it. Traditional dish right here in Tenerife. The nice mojo rojo con Andrea. There's one thing that we haven't addressed just yet, and that's the wines of the Canaries. Of course, in our regions, we don't really know about them, but they have to be known. And you can find all about it right here in the Casa del Vino, where they have collected the best wines on the island. And you can find this here, this incredible wine press. Normally, you would find this in France, in Burgundy, for instance. So the principle is really simple. They add the raisins right there, the grapes, they add it there. They press it with this huge log right there, and finally your liquid gold comes out through here. And what you get is one of the more refined wines of the island. So Rafa, today we are having a tasting with you, and you have brought with you the 5 sistemas de cultivo tradicionales. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
What does these represent exactly?
These wines protect denomination of origin in Tenerife, and one protect denomination of origin Canary Island.
Canary Islands.
Yes.
Okay, so you have
East of
5
Canary.
regions, and what I've seen is that the vineyards are 5 times different.
Yes.
How
correct.
come?
Because depend of the altitude of the area. When it's traditional system, depend of the humidity. For example, here in the north is volcanic, but it's very different as in the south. Yes, in the south the soil is more hot, and here is more colder, more humidity.
This is really good. This is excellent. I know why you guys don't export that much, because you drink it all yourself.
Yes, that is a
Thanks for getting me, into these Canarian wines, and I'm surely going to taste some more. Een van de musts, absoluut op Tenerife, is dat je op het water gaat. En hoe kan je dat beter doen dan met Big Smile Luxury Yachting? Kijk eens aan. We zitten hier samen met Daniel, onze schipper.
Hello.
Hello, say hi to
How
the
are
Belgian
you?
viewers. Excellent. En we gaan ondertussen op zoek naar walvissen. Nu, andere eilanden, laten we zeggen de Azoren bijvoorbeeld, die bieden maar tijdens bepaalde maanden whale watching aan. Simpelweg omdat je in andere maanden geen walvissen hebt. Hier op Tenerife, de Canarische eilanden, het jaar rond. En dat heeft blijkbaar een reden. Daniel, I was wondering, how come here on the Canaries you have year-round whale watching? Why?
Why? Because this is a special area. All the cetacean won't go down Cabo Verde, go to las Azores, Madeira, Canary Islands, and
pass
Cabo
through
Verde.
here.
Yeah.
Are we going to see humpback whale today?
Maybe. I hope. I really won't see the humpback whale, but this is only sometimes. It's a special. But 99% we can see the pilot whales.
Okay, my friends, so we're going whale spotting, and as always with wild animals, the people who take us on this trip, they go like, maybe we see some, maybe we don't. You never know, right? Where are they? Where are they? Are they there? Where?
You are here, closer.
Are they over there? There.
No, here, closer.
Oh, there, I can see it. So what are we looking at here? What are we looking at?
He come to say hello.
Oh my God, this is a pilot whale, right?
Yeah, pilot whales.
Wow,
They are a family.
wow. Daniel, saluda. Now imagine this, being in a bay, on a boat with you. It's the perfect date.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're a real Tenerifeño.
Yeah, Canaria.
You were born and raised on this island.
Yeah, I born in La Laguna,
Here you go.
near Santa Cruz.
Explain to me what you have with this island right here. Why it's so magical.
This is a small paradise. You have everything here. You have all. We have 15 different microclimates in this island. You can do everything. You feel this is a small paradise. You know? it's this, you know.
Es un paraíso.
Es un paraíso. Un pequeño paraíso.
So there you have it. Un pequeño paraíso.
Pequeño
Was it a
paraíso.
good pronunciation?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm working on my Spanish. So there you have it. A beautiful excursion with the best skipper of all the Atlantic and Tenerife. It's really priceless. And you have to admit, having a date with a beautiful sunset like this right now, it's priceless as well. And there you have it, Tenerife, this beautiful little destination right here, this island in the Atlantic where you have 4 seasons in one day, where you have all sorts of landscapes in one day. You can stand on a mountain, you can go diving, you can get into the jungle, all in one day. And that's why I would like to conclude by saying that this destination is not just one destination. You can have all sorts of adventures on one spot. And that's a great USP, if you ask me.